All right. Video 0014. Hope everyone's having a good day. Neptune. Neptune's a fun one. Now, inner three, the personal self, the teachers, the larger collective self. Pluto dredges up the big things happening. Uranus hits on the higher mental functions of our collective species. Neptune hits more on the social structure, the nature of who and what and how we are as a community, as a people, as family. Neptune is a very, very powerful energy to help it kind of bring to a rise the certain energies and certain experiences that we're all sharing as a community members or as a world collectively trying to come together. It allows us to kind of find that cosmic family and cosmic dynamic in the larger picture. Now, this is this is a great place to kind of track down what's going on with your intuitive self, because Neptune does allow for sort of that larger group collective access. Problem with strong Neptune placements or too much Neptune interactivity, you can sometimes end up with a lot of ego and a lot of emotional need for people, a lot of emotional dependence. So one has to be kind of really careful for how they're kind of dredging that up. The way we individually interact emotionally with larger community groups and what we picture those community groups really being for and about, a lot of that will be revealed through Neptune's energies as well, because it reveals to us how we most want to interact with that larger collective and that larger unit of energy sort of all around us. There's a lot of water energy that comes along with this, which is where we sort of get that collective community vibe and collective, this is our global family kind of vibe through Neptune. And when functioning well, I find Neptunian energy does allow us to open up emotions or at least emotional dialogue between people. It's when it's retrograde that dialogue kind of turns from conversation to more screaming, ranting, raging. That's when we don't really get anything of good quality kind of accomplished or taken there. So as a sort of a measuring stick, Neptune does make a good one to kind of look for more that emotional duress and emotional unrest that may come up. What we're seeing right now is, yes, emotional duress and stress, but this is more intricate to the nature of the beast. This would be more in alignment with like when, best example actually that I can think of would be when Michael Jackson died, because there was a huge shift in attitude towards him, because there's still a large collective of the community that'll regard him for his potential misdeeds and misactions with youngsters, and rather after that funeral there was a hell of a lot more focus on just the man as the king of pop and the engineer of an entire approach towards a music genre. That would be, to me, a Neptunian transformation more than anything, because in that moment, we as a society, as a people, all kind of had to deal with a different image and different perception on something emotionally, collectively. So whereas major transformations and riots and revolutions stand in one direction, this goes more so in another. Neptunian energy can also be very, very influential on dreams, subconscious. This is why we get a lot of very strong empaths and mediums especially that tie into their Neptunian energy. And for good or for bad, the plus side to tapping into that access point is you are working more with the collective people. But anyone that interacts with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis with their job will tell you, is that really a bonus or not? One has to be kind of careful how much they kind of absorb themselves into the general public and the general flow. If you haven't figured out what I'm doing yet, it's a sample video, so I can test what works and what doesn't. This is my first video of the day, or at least today it is. Can't wait to do a reprint of this. Anyway, don't get lost into the Neptunian dream. At the end of the day, the individual self still has to be found as part of the collective piece, and if you focus too much on the Neptunian dream, you may find yourself obsessing over the emanation of the whole, becoming too obsessed with becoming tangible to all pieces, rather than just focusing on the section and on the interactions that are most critical and most important to you. Neptune encourages us to grow large and grow expansively outward from ourselves. And you must be cautious that you're not letting that draw you so deeply away that you forget what is of intricate value to you as a person, and become completely at the mercy of the waves and the washes of the society around us. There has to be a balance between the both. Yeah, Neptune.